Hello everyone, welcome. Today we're watching episode 5 of Avatar The Last Airbender Netflix series titled Spirited Away. So let's recap on what we saw in last episode. I was tear bending because of Iroh and Zuko moments. Those flashback moments hit you, and hearing the acoustic version, at least from the Vine is already acoustic, but hearing the piano and the slower version of it, my god, it was gut-wrenching. And I hope we get a little bit more into the background of those two characters and we see a little bit more moving forward, because I know that it was probably just a little glimpse, and I like what they're doing with this live action adaptation and showing a little bit more, because we only got a little bit of information in the animation. With Iroh, we only knew about his past with some of his one-liners, like when he was with Zuko, he told Zuko, "Ever since my son passed," in that one scene when Zuko kind of ran away and he came back. And also Tales of Ba Sing Se with Iroh. Those are like the only moments that we had in animation that really touched upon Iroh's loss. So I really hope that we get a little bit more out of this live action and we go into that. That'd be really nice, and more into Zuko's backstory too. And I'm actually really enjoying how they're introducing these elements really soon in this live adaptation, because in the animation we know that all of these elements get introduced later in book 2 and book 3. So in season 1, we weren't really fond of Zuko, right? We didn't really like him. He was like the enemy. So I think it's smart of the writers of this adaptation to introduce it soon, because it makes Zuko's character a lot more likable and it humanizes him as well. So those are some of the little things that I could really appreciate. Also, we had Katara and Sokka going through the secret tunnel. And we got the hippie secret tunnel. Hey, if I was ever casted on this show, I would want to play one of those characters. They seem like a whole lot of fun. I've always wanted to play Toph too, but unfortunately I'm not 12 years old anymore, so I can't. But yeah, secret tunnels, that was doing fan service right there, and I'm glad they added that. I hope that people who aren't familiar with the animation still enjoyed those scenes, because those are just moments that us true fans really needed. So I hope it doesn't really take away from the aspect of the show from those fans who didn't get to watch the animation. Also, we had Bumi and Aang. To be honest, I'm gonna stick with what I believe, and I know that I've been pretty positive for the majority of this show, but Bumi's character, how they've written him, I don't really like it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it, only because that it's completely different than Bumi's character in the animation. And I know that this live adaptation isn't supposed to stay true 100%, but I feel like his character was not likable at all. At least, like, I get that Bumi could be angry at Aang and have a little bit of resentment because Aang left, but I feel like Bumi would be a very understanding character, and he wouldn't hold that against Aang, and he would have more of quirky elements. He just seemed like kind of unreasonable, and I didn't really like that. I wish that they brought it back in more and they wrote his character a little bit better, but still have that serious new element that they wanted to bring as well. So I think that Bumi's character could have just been written a lot better for this live adaptation. I'm not saying that him being serious was a bad choice. I think in the end it makes sense for being live action, for him to be a little bit more serious and teaching Aang these serious topics, but it wasn't really written well in this adaptation, and that's just my opinion. Hopefully we get a little bit more, because I wish we got a little bit more backstory between Aang and Bumi, especially during their childhood. Some things weren't really clear to me at first. So yeah, I did watch this episode again. Remember how I said I need to rewatch this episode? I think I rewatched it like twice. So I got to really sit with it and come be affirmed in my opinion about that episode. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that for now. Let's see where we go from here. Yeah, okay, so this next episode is gonna tie into, I'm assuming, the solstice. So hopefully we get Roku, hopefully we get Heibai, and if we get Heibai, hopefully we see June. I've been waiting to see June, Arden Cho, who plays June, because I've been a fan of hers for a while now. I was first introduced to her when she was working on YouTube skits with Ryan Higa, who's used to be he's still a famous YouTuber, but he was a really, really big YouTuber back in the days where he would do a lot of skits, and Arden Cho was one of the actresses that were part of his skits. So I was one of her fans from back in the day, right? And then she got her big break for being on Team Wolf as Kira. So I watched her on that, and I most recently watched her Netflix series Partner Track, which I think came out like 2 years ago, where she plays a lawyer, and I just been a big fan. And when I saw that she got casted as June, my god, I was just all for it. So I can't wait to see her. Hopefully we get to see her. I don't want to take too much time, so let's just get right into this reaction. Wow, this is a start. Where do we start from? Oh, are they trapping the firebenders? Ooh, that's from the trailer. Appa! This is the scene from the trailer, yep.
It's something I saw the Earthbenders do. Thought I'd try a waterbender version.
Your bending has gotten really sharp.
Aw.
I've learned everything I can from Grand Scroll, so what I really need is to get the Northern Water Tribe. We're getting closer to the Fire Nation border. Eh?
So I guess we're done with Omashu. We're not showing any more Boomy or Mechanus. So we're just leaving that up in the air. Here we go, the forest. I like that red. Definitely gonna see Roku. Not sure if this was the episode that Gawandio said was her favorite.
Why would they do this?
Why did they do anything?
How many more forced have died because I wasn't here? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Mom was so cute.
Hey, my name's Sokka. Rhymes with Akka.
Akka.
Over there.
Please forgive my manners. The firebenders just wanted to clear a path as they moved through the mountains. But after the fire, strange things started happening. My son, Xiang, he was with them.
So what happened to his son?
Your people are beyond this world. But I can get them back.
Any news?
Is Zuko back on his ship?
sir.
Yes.
Nothing?
How many places can there be for a giant sky bison to hide? So someone saw ice in a place where no ice should exist?
I'll send some men to investigate.
No. I'll have to do it myself, as always.
Working with no support in a forgotten little corner of the world, and yet he found the Avatar. If it were me, I'd send more resources to Zhao.
Tell Colonel Shinu to mobilize the archers. And alert the Chancellor. I'll be redirecting some funds. Zhao didn't discover the Avatar, Zuko did. He's the one who displayed resilience and dedication. That's what I expect from a future heir.
Ooh, burn. Shit. She's like, fuck. Ozai, that little grin. He did that on purpose. To piss her off.
There's another realm beyond ours.
The spirit world. So you think the forest is one of these thin places?
I don't think it. I feel it. Because all of this is my responsibility.
It's impossible for you to do everything.
I need to find where the spiritual energies are strongest.
And where's that?
I'll know it when I find it.
I like Sokka and Katara's costumes right here way better than the ones they had in the Southern Water Tribe. The ones in the Southern Water Tribe just look too clean and polished. Ah! What's going on? Hey, by statue, huh?
To the spirit of
The cinematography is great. I'll have to say that.
So, what do we do?
We need to protect him.
I'm getting hungry.
Hey! Do you mind? I'm trying to concentrate here.
Wow, how they filmed this? What the heck? Wait, all of them are in the spirit world or what?
What is happening?
I don't know. Aang?
I separated my spirit. We're in the spirit world.
Don't mention the Avatar. We can't let word get out.
Oh, are we gonna meet June? We have to meet June here, come on.
But you remember hearing about it.
Sort of.
Perhaps this will help.
But I heard the Avatar might be traveling with some waterbenders.
But the Avatar. That's what those pirates said.
No, it wasn't the pirates. It was that canyon guy. He said that.
They use those lines to fill in those little holes of the Great Divide.
Help me! She's crazy!
Let's go, June! Ah! This is what I've been waiting for. Oh. June and Nyla.
Don't die, you idiot. I'll let it pass because your dad's kind of cute.
Why did they let June say that? Now look at him. Iris will eat that shit up.
What happens to one affects the other. It's kind of like your soul in your body.
No, I've always felt I was a spiritually attuned person.
None of you belong in here.
That is one big birdie.
Birdie, I am no
Oh my
birdie.
god! Washi Tong.
They do not hear what you hear. The longer they stay, the more dangerous it will become for them. There are creatures in here that will
Damn.
do far.
He looks cool. He's definitely talking about Ko, I think.
Farewell, Avatar. And remember, stay on the path.
Okay, she got red fire. Oh, blue! Oh, shit, we got a little glimpse of it.
Could have hurt him.
That's his fault. He should have been better.
Azula, you're the best. Everybody knows that.
Prince Zuko, there is much you can learn from these pie show players. And so they are ready when a solution reveals itself.
Let's go, June.
No! She's a mercenary. Her loyalty is bought and sold. How can you trust someone like that?
June is a professional.
So, tell me about this Avatar.
What did the owl really say? He said it could be dangerous for you guys in here.
Yeah, I can deal with the truth. What I can't deal with is getting eaten by some giant spirit monster.
Hey, bye. Oh my god. He looks ridiculous in a good way. Oh, snap.
The owl said it'd be okay as long as we stay on the path.
We're on the path. We're on the path.
It's the spirit of the forest. It's wounded. Can't bend!
I can't either.
Look out!
Oh my god. Is that one of the foxes?
Pain.
Oh,
So
shit.
much pain.
Why is it so cute?
Hey, bye.
It's like a nine-tailed fox.
Hey, what?
Hey, bye. That spirit.
I'm a little discombobulated.
You're funny.
And you're a talking fox.
You should go. I hope you can recombobulate.
That was weird. That's creepy. Super creepy. What the heck? Or we get like a flashback scene of her kind of in this moment. Is that her mom? Yes, it is.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Katara, are you okay?
It's just been so long.
Katara, you're not braiding.
Sokka used to tease me about. Where's Sokka?
He and your father should be back from their fishing expedition soon. You are going to show the world just how powerful you are. You will protect all of us. Hide her.
Oh no. Please don't be the scene where she gets offed. And all of a sudden it's nighttime?
Katara, we have to get inside now.
No, I'm not going in there.
Where's the waterbender?
All the waterbenders are gone. or dead because of you. Wait! It's me. I'm the waterbender.
Oh my god. Now I know why this was Gao and Dio's favorite episode.
So much despair.
What the heck? Oh my god! Was that Ko? Oh my goodness, that was scary. Sheesh.
Dad?
For the strength and leadership displayed during his ice-dodging trials, to Sokka. To my son.
You did make it exciting, though.
Bato.
Bato?
Why don't you go find your sister and we can all celebrate?
If this is how you pass a test, I'd hate to see what you do to a boat when you fail.
If it weren't for you, Sokka would have wrecked us.
It was a tricky run. Even I only saw the breakers at the last second.
You don't have to make excuses for him. The truth is, not everyone is meant to have people's lives in their hands.
I have no idea where they're going with this episode. It's completely different than the animation.
Home. It isn't real. It isn't real.
Oh, it has to be Ko. But does Aang know that he's not supposed to make any emotions?
That can't be possible. Unless it's my old friend, the Avatar. One of your previous incarnations tried to slay me.
But you know all about stealing, don't you?
You've come to return what you stole from me.
All I want is to find my friends.
Now why would I let you play with my food?
It's freaking creepy as heck. Oh, Aang can't bend. Gyatso?
Aang?
Gyatso?
I know it's hard to believe, but it's really me.
So I guess Gyatso is in the spirit world. Damn, that kind of got me choked up a bit.
How are you here?
Most who perished moved on in the great cycle. I chose a different path
Why?
because I knew you would need me.
I do need you. Don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything.
You know a lot more than you think. It's the fog of lost souls, a place that imprisons people in their darkest memories. It is the hunting ground for Ko. Ko will hold them there until he's ready to feed.
I have to save them.
There is no way to defeat him.
I have to try.
It's said Roku once even got the best of the spirit.
I need to talk to
What
Roku.
if he's to talk to Kuruk?
You couldn't have done anything if you'd stayed with us. You couldn't have prevented the war. You would have just died, along with everyone else.
Can we talk about it when I get back?
Of course.
Once I save my friends, I want more time.
Aw, I'm glad we got to see Gyatso again. That was a nice touch. So wholesome. Unfortunately, I think that'll be the last.
I hope you can help me, Avatar Roku. You can't come this time. You do, Mama. Keep them safe for me, okay?
Where's your blue fire? Ooh. Yu Yan archers. So I guess Aang could just fly. Alright, so that was episode 5, Spirited Away. It was a lot different than I would expected, but I soon realized after episode 2, Kyoshi, so starting from episode 3, Omashu, things have been kind of going into a different direction, and I can't really make any clear predictions on what to expect because it's completely going a different route, and I can appreciate it as new content, and it keeps me on my toes and engaged. So it's not that I don't like it, it's just that it's different. So it's a good watch and it's interesting, and I like to see where the writers are going with this. So for this episode in particular, I'm glad we got to meet June. Finally, been waiting for her. I'm wondering what we're gonna get with her because we saw Zuko on his ship at the end, so I'm not sure if June's with him or not because they're supposed to be working together. So we'll probably tie back into that in the next episode, hopefully. With Azula, Ozai knew what he was doing. He was trying to pit Azula and Zuko against each other, and I'm pretty sure Azula is gonna go ahead and side with Zhao now so that she and Zhao could go ahead and find the Avatar before Zuko does, so she could best Zuko. With the whole Spirit Away concept, the Heibai spirit and Ko and Heibai and Washington and the Fox, they all look spectacular. They look so good. I could really applaud Netflix for getting the CGI and the VFX right. The effects looks great. It really makes you feel like you're in this universe. And even Appa and Momo, they look fantastic as well. So the storyline for this episode, it has Sokka and Katara in the spirit world. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Korra when Bumi and Kaya were in the spirit world and they got trapped in the fog of lost souls. I should have picked that up that the fog was that, but I wasn't too sure because I wasn't sure if they're going to make that connection with Korra so soon. Looks like they're bringing in a lot of things from other seasons into this season as well. Like with Washington. Washington is not even in book 1, but he's here. So there's that element to it as well. I would say it's not my favorite episode, but I do like the things that they touched up on. Like we got a little bit backstory of Sokka and Katara and their trauma and what they had to deal with living in the Southern Water Tribe, because when you're introduced to those two characters, you don't really know their backstory before they met Aang, right? It's only just exchanges of dialogue. So it's nice to see some flashback scenes and get a little bit more depth to these characters. So I understand why this episode was necessary and needed. And I'm really happy that we got to see Gyatso. I feel like that he's kind of the Iroh for the air nomads. And the things that he says to Aang really hit you, and they're really words of wisdom, just like Iroh, right? So I don't know where this is going. I don't have any predictions so far. I know that episode 6 is really good because my brother keeps talking about it. He spoiled it for me. He's like, episode 6 is really good. Just get to episode 6. So I think I'm just going to end this at that. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.